This week, I'm bringing in the big guns for some grip strength stuff, and that is Dirty Andy himself. He is kind of our grip guru when it comes to grip training because he does stuff with the blobs that most average people can't do. He's got frying pans for hands. He's just good at it. And I figured what better person than Dirty Andy?
I'm here.
What you got for us, Andy?
So I'm going to talk a little bit about some functional grip stuff and kind of some non-functional, I guess you could call it. So the functional stuff is kind of going to get you ready for holding on to a deadlift, holding on to some farmers, holding on to an axle clean, stuff like that. And then kind of the non-functional stuff is going to be some plate pinching, some hub lifts, some dumbbell face picks, some like Nick said, some blob stuff. Different ways to do rows, some dumbbell rows to incorporate grip work, curls even. You kind of look at it good, better, best. If you're doing, we'll start with these curls over here. If you're doing barbell curls, you know, normal underhand curls, great. Not much grip going on. So what you could do is go into an overhand curl, which kind of gets some brachioradialis in there, along with the bicep. So just double overhand, squeeze, you get grip and your guns, if that's your thing, Johnny.
Johnny?
Remember what you were at. So we have good, normal underhand, better overhand, and best is gonna be double overhand, axle. So if you have an axle at your gym, double overhand, axial curls. If you're doing barbell curls, throw an axle in, do an extra set or two to get the grip work, and then go, obviously you aren't gonna be able to go as heavy. So get your grip work in, and then progress into the heavier weight with the regular bar. Same thing with dumbbell curls. Have these fat grips. You can get them at Elite. I think they're like $20 or something like that. Not very expensive.
I got those like on Amazon or something.
Amazon? Yeah. So same thing. Just grip. Do a mega set of curls, and you're just kind of going through the motion with the curl aspect. But you do, 10 of multiple types of curls, cross curls, whatever. You're doing 30, 40, 50 total reps, holding on to a 20, 25, 30 with a thick grip. You're just going to be lit up. You know what I mean? So use that for curls, axle for curls. Same thing over here for dumbbell rows. Throw fat grips on there. Avoid the straps as much as you can. Again, throw an extra set or two in at the beginning to get the grip work, and then go to the heavier weight, throw the straps on to really focus on the weight for the row. But usually, kind of throw in some grip aspect to everything. Same thing here, we have a Circus Dumbbell, 3-inch handle. So if you have one of these at your gym, same thing. If it's not too heavy, this is definitely weight limiting. Just kind of, you can do rows with your Circus Dumbbell. What I like to do on a press day, if I'm doing Circus Dumbbell or Axle, as my warm-ups, what I'll do is I'll do some snatches. I have absolutely zero technique, so I'm calling it a snatch. As far as double overhand, wide grip on the axle, straight overhead. Same thing with the Circus Dumbbell. You're working on explosiveness, which Nick talked about in his last video, and the grip strength. So in order to put enough force into your grip to hold on to this, what is this, 90 pounds?
It's 88, so yeah, 90 pounds.
Dumbbell with explosive force, your grip you really have to focus on that. So what you're gonna really have to work your butt off to be able to like snatch press out, I guess, muscle snatch, I don't know.
Okay, so that looked really easy, right? That looked really easy. So we're gonna get a little perspective here. Oh, cheater sauce. We're cheating now, I see.
Cheater sauce. I'm gonna need all the help I
can. We got a high row. Captain, I can do that.
I can totally do that.
Captain, I got this.
What is this? How heavy is this?
I got it. It's like 40.
35. Captain Snatch.
Shit. What's up? Damn it. Billy. God damn it. That was the first time he said I can do this and he actually did it.
Well, when you say it for everything.
Nick, are you considering suicide yet?
No.
I think it's good option.
You're like 1 for 10 on I can do this.
But I got it.
Sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while.
He got that one.
You're gonna snatch, like you're snatching a dumbbell. There
Yeah!
you go.
Good job.
That wasn't really a snatch.
I mean, you do your quotes, call it a snatch.
A one-hand clean press, snatch.
Muscle snatch, press out.
Anyways.
So more stuff you can do, kind of non-functional but fun grip stuff is hex dumbbell lifts, face lifts, yeah. So just grab whatever you have, just however you want to do it. 2 fingers, whichever feels comfortable, and you just kind of pick it up. If you're struggling with a particular weight, you can either go down in weight or use this little ridge right here, just to kind of provide a little bit more friction on the pick. So you can work on that, work on clean snatches, I guess if you want to call it that, with that. Work up in weight, reps, holds, assisted holds. If you're working on a weight that's too heavy, just kind of give it a little bit of boost with your offhand to where you can finish the lockout and hold as much as you can. And we've done a couple of plate pinch stuff before. I think just 2, 25, 35, 45, whatever you have. Just kind of put them together. Smooth side out. This is more pinch stuff, kind of like this was a pinch grip. This is a pinch grip. So you just kind of pick that up. 245s is world level. Very good to do 245s. If you have 2 milled York 45s, that's like the gold standard. Same thing with a hub lift, which those are pretty. So you can screw around with some hub lifting. It's kind of like not really for anything other than doing weird stuff at the gym.
To be able to do it.
To be able to do it, say you did it. Again, like a 45 is the standard. This is a very slippery, brand new 25.
A lot of rock climbers are good at this stuff.
Yeah. So this is a very slippery, and I can't do it right now. That's embarrassing.
What's a blob?
Blob is half of a York dumbbell. Whatever you have. So this is half of a 80, so it's about 40 pounds. The quote-unquote blob is half of a York 100, so blob 50. So that's the world standard for grip as far as doing blob lifts. So same thing, just kind of change it up, just do different things, reps, holds, face picks, whatever you can do to get the work in, to get better at it. Juggles, maybe. And then we'll go over to do a little bit of functional stuff as far as holding on to deadlifts, holding on to farmers. Little trick that I'm sure some Eastern Bloc Olympic coach came up with 50 years ago. And you can work progression here. So what we'll do is we're going to just do hangs with a fixed bar. So this is a good way to work on if you want to start incorporating hook grip. If you see a lot of really strong deadlifters do some hook grip. If you want to incorporate that, this is a good way to do that because it hurts a lot. So this is a way to work through that pain under body weight. So you just kind of hang 20, 30, 45 seconds, whatever it may be. Do one-handed hangs if you can, if you want. So you progress from there, from a fixed bar to an actual Olympic bar, deadlift bar, whatever. So the progression here is that it's going to try rolling out of your hand. So same thing, incorporate the hook grip if you want, or just double overhand as you normally would, and then just hangs. Hangs 20, 30, 45 seconds, whatever it may be. And if this is easy, then you're going to progress to an axial hang, which is quite a bit more difficult. So you have a 2-inch bar. If you can do hook grip here, you have really big hands, and it's going to help you a lot. But normally what you want to do to really work the grip is just do double overhand with an axle. You put your body weight on it, it's going to try and roll out and open your hand up, so you really have to fight that. So you just kind of hang 20, 30, 40 seconds. And if you need to, dip belt to add more weight if you get to the point to where you can just hang for a long time with your body weight. If you're lower body weight and you can hang on an axle, add some more weight and that'll help you out. All right, so we talked a little bit about some functional and non-functional grip training to get better at strongman, Olympic lifting, powerlifting, as well as just grip stuff, which is all good. And what you really need to focus on, not just the work, but you need to focus on the recovery. Everybody does all the work, and 99.9% of the people skip the recovery, which is where you're going to run into a problem. You run into, when you're doing a lot of crush, a lot of grip stuff, you run into some, personally, some brachioradialis inflammation, some distal tricep stuff that really gets flared up, and it affects pressing because the elbow is locked up. So what you want to do is do recovery stuff with your forearms, with your grip stuff. So I have a couple things here, probably a total of $60, $70 worth of stuff to do some recovery work. So this is a cage, which I got on Elite FTS a few years back. I don't even know if they carry it anymore. But the concept of this is doing some extending work instead of always flexing and crushing. So you just kind of stick your fingers in the cage and then you extend and hold, like sets of 10, you know, just normal recovery stuff. It doesn't have to be intense, but you're opening up instead of locking in. So that really helps a lot. Another alternative to this, if you have a bucket of sand or a bucket of rice that you do grip stuff, do reverse grip stuff. So you dig in with kind of like a, what is that, like a duck bill? Dig in deep as far as you can go, and then as you come up, extend, and the resistance of the sand or the rice will really help with that grip recovery. This is a trigger wheel. It's just invaluable for what it can do. It really lights up the hot spots. So like I said, brachioradialis is a big one that gets lit up. So you just kind of hit that as you feel necessary. Upper brachioradialis, lower bicep, same thing. Get that distal bicep tendon. Work on that so you don't run into any issues underneath into the tricep. Another thing I do is the stick. This is normally people use this for low back, for quads, you know, stuff like that. What I found is when I'm just sitting at home at my couch or on my chair, I just kind of jab this in up against my leg, and then I can apply as much force as I can handle on the hot spots of my different muscles and tendons to really work on that recovery to where I can get back and do more grip stuff soon.
I just learned something there because I have a similar stick. Never thought that you'd do that.
Works well. Good stuff.
All right, so that's pretty much it from the grip guru we got here, Dirty Andy. You want some dirty grip strength? Do that stuff. And then there's that guy. He's just robbing the place.
What about finger strength?
What about Chinese finger traps? Where like you stick your finger in them and then when you pull them apart it gets tighter?
They got those in the dollar store.
Oh.